It's gonna be a real difficult time to wait for the PlayStation 5 as Sony spills some of the beans, some confirmed features, and it just gets you pumped up for the next generation. Now, we do have some amazing games coming out for the PS4 still, such as The Last of Us Part 2, Death Stranding. The list just goes on and on. I'm here to share with you guys some confirmed features of the PlayStation 5, and it's just like, wow, we have so many features confirmed already, and we have a year to come. That's just insane. But anyway, I'm sharing with you guys 10 confirmed features. At number 1, I put down SSD. Now, SSD is the standard. I feel like it's the top of the line drive. It's more efficient. There's no moving parts whatsoever. But that translates to faster loading times. It's going to boot up the console a lot faster. Opening up games or apps is going to be in a snap. It's going to be literally a day and night difference compared to the PS4 traditional hard drive. And SSD is just a big deal. I'm curious to see what's the capacity that Sony's going to provide us. SSD is pretty expensive, so I'm not sure if Sony's going to cheap out and give us 500 or 1 terabyte or 2 terabytes, but we got to wait and see. At the number 2 spot, we're going to get a brand new controller. Now, every PlayStation, we pretty much get a brand new controller, a new feature. And with the PS5, we're going to get haptic technology and adaptive triggers. This is a big deal. So instead of a rumble feature, so, a standard rumble, you're going to get haptic technology. So similar to the phones, the iPhones, we have haptic touch. It kind of just feels like you're touching on the toggles, kind of like. So haptic is going to give you that realism. So it's going to be a realistic rumble. Now, this is what Sony has to say about the PlayStation 5's haptic technology. First, we're adapting haptic feedback to replace the rumble technology found in controllers since the 5th generation of consoles. With haptics, you can truly feel a broader range of feedback. So crashing into a wall in a race car feels much more different than making a tackle on a football field. You can even get a sense of a variety of textures when running through fields of grass. This is just insane, man. So really think of this as the Nintendo Switch HD Rumble. Everything feels like if you're shaking a jar, it's gonna feel like you're really shaking that jar. So this is exactly like HD Rumble from the Nintendo Switch. And hey, I'm not mad at that. It's just insane how how technology advanced when it comes down to the rumbles. And with the triggers, adaptive triggers, it's gonna make it feel like you're like a gun, for example. It's like you're pulling that trigger. So it's gonna give you that realism. So the controller is gonna feel even more immersive. And this is what Sony has to say about the adaptive triggers. Developers can program the resistance of the triggers so that you can feel the tactile sensation of drawing a bow and arrow or accelerating an off-road vehicle through a rocky terrain. In combination with the haptics, this provides a powerful experience that better simulates various actions. This is just insane, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, from the haptic feedbacks to the adaptive triggers, the controller is seeming like it's gonna be so badass, man. I cannot wait to actually experience the PS5's controller, or DualShock 5, I should say. And at number 3, USB 4. This is basically USB Type-C. So USB 4 is the latest USB technology. So charging your controller is going to be faster and really connecting other devices. So I'm pretty sure the PS5 is going to take also USB 4 Type-C basically. So on the PS5 console, I'm just speculating here, no more USB-A. So the USB found on your PS4, I think that's the thing of the past. I think Sony's going to kill that off and just replace it with Type-C. So yeah, I think it makes sense. 2020 and beyond, we're not going to really see that much USB-A's. It's all about Type-C now. But I could be wrong. They could just probably take USB-A and then from Type-C on the controller. So Type-C to USB-A. I think they might do that also, but I think it's going to be Type-C to Type-C. At number 4, the DualShock 5, aka the PS5 controller, will be heavier than the PS4's DualShock 4 controller, but it will be lighter than the Xbox One controller. So it's the in-between. So if you're a fan of lighter controllers, this is bad news, but if you're a fan of heavier controllers, this is excellent news. But for me personally, I really don't care too much. At number 5, new speaker. Now, I'm not sure, they didn't really clarify on this, so maybe it's going to be a better sound speaker. Maybe they might even put in 2 speakers on the controller for a little bit more of immersive sounding. I don't know, but it just said new speakers. We just gotta wait and see. At number 6, better battery life. And yes, we needed this so bad on the PS4's DualShock 4 controller. And on the PS5, we're gonna get better battery life. Now, I hope it's the same battery life like the PS3, because that controller right there, it will last me days, all day play. Yeah, that controller was just a tank when it comes down to battery life. And I hope they have the same idea. Like, I hope they focus on battery life on the DualShock 5 than anything else, because that's just important. It's just so annoying to charge a controller every freaking 5 seconds on the PS4. Oh my god. Better battery life. Number 7, Ultra HD Blu-ray. This is a big deal because now the Blu-ray disc is 100 gigabytes. So that's the max capacity on the Blu-ray disc, compared to on the PS4/PS3, that was only 50 gigabytes. So the capacity is even bigger on the Blu-ray drives, or the Blu-ray disc, I should say. So you can hold more content, so that's better graphical performance maybe. The developers have more room to work with on a larger capacity disc on the PS5. And that leads me, that's a nice little transition to number 8. Optical drive doubles as a 4K Blu-ray player. So that does support up to 8K gaming. So the PS5 is looking pretty future-proof, I must say. So that's good. Number 9, backwards compatibility with the PS4. So you can play your PS4 games on your PS5. This is a huge deal. I think that's one of the Sony's mistakes on the PS4. And I know it was pretty impossible for Sony to enable backwards compatibility on the PS4 just because of the PS3's different cell processor, so it's harder to port over the games. So that's why you're seeing a lot of remasters and a lot of remakes. But the fact that we have PS4 backwards compatibility on the PS5, that's a big selling point. So now you can sell in your PS4, get the PS5 a little bit more cheaper, and still play all your PS4 games. That's pretty insane. And that's all games. So The Last of Us Part 2 and Call of Duty, man, that's a good selling point right there. At number 10, we have VR capabilities. So Sony's going to be focusing on VR yet again, and yeah, improve VR technology. And just a little bonus, just throwing this out there, the UI reamped to be faster. So the UI, the user interface, is going to be different. It's going to be faster than the PS4. And honestly, the PS4's UI was pretty slow. Throughout the years, I start to realize my PS4 is just slowing down. Like, opening up the party chats, it just takes forever. Launching up Netflix takes forever. And I think that goes along with the SSD. You know, I'm very, very curious to see the PS5's user interface, the UI, because that's just as important. And how can you top the simplicity of the PS4's UI? So I'm very, very curious to see what Sony's UI is going to look like. But anyway, that is pretty much it. That's all of the confirmed PS5 features, and we still have a year to go. And there's still a lot of things that we don't know yet. We don't know the official pricing. We don't know how the design is going to look like, although it's been leaked. I hope that's not the official design, because I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. The big V, nah, that's not really, I hope that's not the real deal. But anyway, we still got a lot of information, and make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on if you guys want to be updated with the PS5's news and the unboxing, and then the, oh my god, it's gotta be exciting, man. I can't wait. So make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on. Drop a like on this video if it did help you out or you enjoyed it, and make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at SimplyPops. Other than that, it's your boy Pops, and I hope you guys have a simple day. Peace.
We have done it. We have taken the lead.